In the very heart of the Sahara, where the scorching sand seems capable of melting even the toughest metals, a group of researchers stumbled upon something incredible. Their expedition, which aimed to study changes in the desert's climate, came across a fantastic sight: a city built entirely out of ice. The air temperature reached levels that most living creatures could not withstand, yet the ice structure stood unharmed under the blazing sun. Armed with modern technology, the researchers began to study the phenomenon. Using infrared cameras, they discovered that beneath the surface of the sand, ice constructions extended several feet deep. This was not a mirage or an illusion. The ice clearly possessed special properties that allowed it to exist in such extreme conditions. Curiosity drove the scientists to venture deeper and deeper into the ice city. Every new house, street, and sculpture was unique, as if carved by a master of the highest talent. But the most astonishing thing was that the city did not look abandoned. On the contrary, it seemed inhabited, yet its residents remained invisible to uninvited guests. With every step, the explorers uncovered new mysteries, and the questions kept multiplying. Where did this city come from? How could it exist amid the blazing sands of the Sahara? And most importantly, who built it? The answers to these questions seemed out of reach. But one thing was clear on the horizon: even more thrilling discoveries were being born. The icy jungle. Incredible details. As they delved deeper into this frozen city, the explorers noticed that the icy structures were not just houses or sculptures. They formed an entire labyrinth of shimmering jungles, where each structure was created as if inspired by the most exotic shapes found in nature. Waterfalls of transparent ice cascaded silently from incredible heights, creating intricate, elaborate patterns on the surface. The branches of the trees, made of crystal clear ice, curved like antennas, catching the sun's rays and turning them into thousands of rainbow glimmers. What was strange was that, despite the absence of vegetation, the air felt fresh and filled with the scent of unknown flowers. It was as if an invisible garden surrounded the explorers, heightening the sense of mystery. Between the icy walls, they occasionally heard rustling sounds, as if someone or something was watching them from the shadows, hidden from their sight. The explorers used sensors to measure the temperature, but encountered a paradox. Not only did the ice not melt, it actually emitted a faint chill, as if drawing energy from an unknown source. This discovery left them baffled and added yet another question to their long list: how could this city exist in such extreme conditions? Their journey through the icy jungle led them to larger structures, reminiscent of ancient temples or observatories. Inside one of these buildings, they found numerous colorful crystals that glowed in the dark, creating a breathtaking spectacle. This city seemed to hold not only secrets of construction, but an entire history yet to be unraveled. Who inhabits this ghost city? As the researchers ventured deeper into the icy labyrinth, they began to notice movement at the edges of their vision. These were not just reflections of light, but real silhouettes darting between the intricate ice walls. Gradually, the research team realized that they were not alone in this mysterious city. Unknown beings, possibly the inhabitants, moved with astonishing grace and in complete silence, leaving behind delicate traces on the icy surface. At first glance, it was difficult to determine exactly who inhabited this ghost city. But at some point, when the sun dipped lower and the light grew softer, they became easier to distinguish. Tall, graceful figures, as if carved from marble, appeared from behind the icy columns. Their skin had a warm, pearlescent hue, and their eyes seemed to glow with a gentle light. These beings showed friendliness, displaying no aggression toward the explorers. They tried to communicate using gestures and facial expressions, as if inviting the guests to explore the city further. However, one thing remained a mystery: their speech. The sounds they made resembled a melody, full of unfamiliar tones and rhythms. It was a language the explorers had never heard before, yet every sound seemed harmonious and filled with meaning. Suddenly, it became clear that the city had not been abandoned long ago, as was initially assumed. On the contrary, it was alive and inhabited, albeit not by those who would fit the usual notions of the planet's inhabitants. This discovery added even more mysteries to those that already existed. But with every new step through this beautiful yet strange world, the explorers found not only answers, but also new questions that drew them ever deeper into the mysteries of this icy wonder. The unknown language of the inhabitants. With each step in this mysterious city, the explorers became more and more immersed in the enigma surrounding the unknown language spoken by the local residents. Each word sounded like a song, something between the whisper of a gentle breeze and the echoes of an ancient chant. In the silence of the icy city, these sounds echoed through the streets, creating an astonishing musical backdrop. The scientists tried to record them on their devices, hoping to decipher this melody later. Interestingly, the language had no obvious analogues among those known to humanity. It was something truly unique, perhaps preserved only in this extraordinary place. After several attempts to establish contact, The beings began teaching the researchers basic words and phrases. Surprisingly, communication through sounds and gestures became more effective than simply using technology. Understanding came slowly, but the researchers were determined to unravel this mysterious code. It was a journey not only into the icy city, but also into a world of new discoveries that brought a fresh understanding of sounds and meaning. Despite the language barrier, mutual understanding was achieved through facial expressions and intonations. The time spent with these beings showed that they were not just trying to convey information, but were sharing culture and knowledge that could change the very concept of language itself. This mysterious language became not only a bridge for communication, but also a key to unlocking many secrets that the icy city was ready to reveal to its guests. The intrigue only grew, and the researchers became increasingly certain that even more astonishing discoveries awaited them ahead. A damp mirage or a parallel reality. While the researchers tried to make sense of what they had seen and heard, one of them put forward an incredible theory. Could it be that this mysterious city is part of a parallel reality that accidentally intersected with our world? Some members of the group initially dismissed this idea as pure fantasy, but the abundance of mysteries made them reconsider. How else could one explain the existence of ice in the Sahara, where temperatures often exceed 120 degrees Fahrenheit, and inhabitants who speak an unfamiliar language? Modern instruments showed that strange fluctuations in the magnetic field were detected near the icy city. This may indicate anomalies that have never been encountered before. One evening, when the sky was studded with stars, one brave member of the group decided to launch a small drone into the air. He aimed its cameras at the icy walls and was left stunned. Beyond what was visible, something appeared that resembled another world, where everything was both similar to and at the same time different from what surrounded the researchers. This moment became a turning point in understanding what was happening. The city, perhaps, was not a mirage, but a real boundary between two worlds. The researchers now faced not only the mystery of the origin of the icy wonder, but also questions about the very nature of reality itself. It seemed that each discovery revealed new layers, and with every step forward they uncovered ever more astonishing truths. Perhaps it is here, in this extraordinary place, that the keys to unraveling the nature of our world and possibly many others are hidden. The temperature paradox, how the ice does not melt. As the researchers delved deeper into the city, the temperature paradox continued to captivate their imagination. The icy structures seemed to defy all known laws of thermodynamics. While the sun's rays mercilessly heated the surrounding sand, the ice maintained its structure and even cooled the air around it. This called into question all scientific theories known to date. In an attempt to unravel this phenomenon, the scientists began collecting ice samples for chemical analysis. The results made them doubt their own instruments. The molecular structure of the ice was different from that of the water they were familiar with. Each snowflake seemed to have a unique atomic arrangement that provided stability in extreme conditions. Some members of the team suggested that the ice could be the product of a technology unknown to science, or the influence of anomalous energy fields. At the same time, studies showed that the temperature beneath the surface of the city was significantly lower than on the surface. This suggested the existence of an unknown cooling mechanism, possibly deep underground. Inside one of the buildings, which appeared to be a control center, the researchers discovered complex mechanisms that could not yet be fully understood. They emitted a faint light and were possibly connected to maintaining the city's temperature. While trying to decipher their purpose, the group discovered that the city used some unknown form of energy. These mysteries led the researchers to conclude that the city might be an ancient technological installation left behind by a long-lost civilization. With each new discovery, they realized that the icy city held more secrets than they could have imagined. It was impossible to stop. Their thirst for understanding only grew, pushing them to uncover the next chapter of this remarkable adventure. Genetic code, the mysteries of the inhabitants. The researchers, eager to unravel the mystery of the beings in this icy city, collected tissue samples from the inhabitants to study their genetic code. This was a crucial decision that shed light on the true nature of these enigmatic dwellers. DNA analysis using modern equipment revealed something that turned all previous notions of life on Earth upside down. The inhabitants' genes contained unique sequences that had never before been seen in biology. Fragments were discovered indicating that these beings could adapt to extreme conditions as if their bodies had been specifically designed to exist in such a cold and harsh climate. Moreover, genetic analysis showed that they might be descendants of an ancient civilization that disappeared from our world thousands of years ago. These discoveries led researchers to suggest that the inhabitants of the icy city might have possessed regenerative abilities and could survive in conditions incompatible with life for ordinary humans. The unique proteins found in their bodies could repair damaged cells, granting them an almost unlimited lifespan. This was a true scientific breakthrough, opening up new horizons for understanding the potential of living organisms. However, the genetic code also contained other peculiarities. It turned out that part of their DNA resembled that of unknown microorganisms, possibly originating from realms beyond our understanding. These observations fueled further interest in studying the city. After all, the very nature of beings from parallel worlds was now in question. The researchers understood that each new step brought them closer to a revelation that could change the entire picture of existence, making them ponder the unexplored corners of the universe hidden behind the icy walls of this mysterious city. Even more thrilling discoveries awaited them ahead, ready to unveil further secrets and force a reconsideration of many scientific concepts. The edge of worlds. What lies behind the icy walls? As they ventured deeper into the heart of the icy city, the researchers found themselves before a massive archway adorned with intricate patterns and gleaming crystals. Their instruments immediately began to register anomalous readings. Beyond the arch stood a grand building reminiscent of a portal to another world. Inside, the researchers felt a strange energy, as if time and space had a different nature here. The walls, made of a special kind of ice, shimmered with all the colors of the rainbow, creating an effect that could not be explained in scientific terms. As they approached the central hall, it became clear that this place held a key significance for the city. On the floor, which was laid out in intricate geometric patterns, there was a round pedestal emitting a soft light. In the center stood a mysterious structure resembling an astral projection device. It seemed as if it was created to interact with other dimensions. Summoning his courage, one of the researchers touched the surface of the device, and at that very moment, the room filled with shimmering images, as if opening windows into worlds beyond physical reality. Each fragment shown was a scene from another life, cities, landscapes, and creatures not found in our world. The scientists realized that an incredible potential for studying other realities was opening up before them. This discovery called into question existing scientific theories about space and time. It was impossible to turn a blind eye to such facts. The city revealed its true secrets to them. Ahead lay the prospect of finding out where the lines of worlds intersect and what connects our reality with these astonishing realms. In this place, the researchers felt that they had reached the very edge of understanding the multitude of worlds. What once seemed impossible had become reality, and each of them knew that ahead lay a journey that could last an eternity. The scientific discoveries in this icy city could change not only our perception of the world, but also challenge everything we thought we knew about the universe. Now, with this knowledge, they had ample reason to believe that the boundaries between worlds were thinner than they had thought.